Complexity, they needed a miraculous round from Config and Poison to bring this one back. But going into Vertigo, this is going to heavily favor NIP, alright? They have a... This lineup has, I do believe, almost like a 70% win rate on Vertigo. They, I think, have an 8-3 win record. And with Complexity, they've only played this map twice. And both the times have been against Astralis. Funnily enough, they've actually beaten Astralis on LAN on this. 16-10 or something? It wasn't a very close scoreline, but they also got defeated. In fact, completely hammered down Astralis recently in the road to Rio. 16-4. So, depends on which Complexity shows up here in Vertigo, but it does definitely, the stats at least do definitely favor the Ninjas in Pyjamas.
NIP have always been a relatively comfortable team here on Vertigo. It's going to be a good start from Poison. Take it away, Twist. A man advantage already in play here for Complexity to start things off. Smoke in towards the side. It's a wall of smoke to allow the bomb plant likely to come through without much resistance here from NIP. The issue is, playing a retake, they've still got the deficit, so that is a little bit of an issue, and Poison's going to find another headshot, this time through the smoke on towards Knock. Or was it over the top? Anyway, kill any through, and it's going to be a two-man advantage coming in from Complexity, looking to just hold it off as NIP, but it's going to be very difficult, but Lekro's going to swing into the open, manages one on the clock, but 2v4.
Oh, and Rush is dismantling Plopsky, leaving it all on res. 1v3, bomb planted pretty wide for him, and he's gonna find one looking for the second kill, but Rush gets off the bomb and goes to the duel, and it's gonna have a very comfortable time. They got a kit, and the round will go the way of Complexity.
NIP just losing that initial kill, I think, is the bigger issue, and then with Poison finding the follow-up, that pretty much sealed the deal for the round win. Complexity finding that pistol very, very simply. Now we move into this round. It's going to be Complexity with an M4, A4 in the hands of BLMF, the rest on a mixture of FAMAS and MP9. So, NIP, just the Deagles across the board, full Deagles in play. We know NIP have very proficient players with the weapons. They don't even have Kevlar or anything, so it's very much the deco, saving as much money as they possibly can into the next one, while also being potent in this, so they can cause a little bit of damage to Complexity. And it's going to be Poison getting the initial kill, dropping res with the nade.
Well, it makes sense that NIP are go. Okay, Lekro. The Deagle and Lekro. One of the more legendary pairings we have in CSGO. That's a great recovery. It wasn't just like a reactionary shot. I mean, he did react real quickly, but he just repositioned his crosshair, timed it right, perfectly placed, and here we go. Twist destroys BLMF. His body goes falling off the skyscraper, and now Poison, it's all on him. He's all alone in that A bomb site. He's got a smoke to keep them at bay for a few seconds, but he needs backup real quickly here.
40 seconds now in play. NIP still with Twist at the front of the ramp. Poison has got Rush backing him up on the A-bomb side, but Twist, there's the chance. There is the chance for the kill. Luckily, they'll still get it. Knock taking down Poison. Rush getting the double nade, though. That's a huge play from him. That's going to recover the round somewhat, but he's absolutely domed by Lekro. It's all on Obo. Rotated over towards the A-bomb site now in his own. Looking to try and take it down. It's Knock picked off. Lekro, a Deagle god in his own right. And it's a 1v1 now. The Deagle comes back into the site. Obo's going to run forward. Lekro's head just above the site. There it is from Obo. The clutch that Complexity needed. But oh no, that was so expensive and way too close from NIP. They just invested Deagles. There was no armor. There was no utility really. It was just the Deagles in play.
Just the Deagles in play. They take away 4 guns. That's huge for NIP. Now the buy's going to be coming in. Then get the bomb done in heroics from Obo. To save them. For a moment there, it felt like it was going to go the way of NIP, but Complexity to hold on to get at least 2 rounds. But yeah, the money really getting stressed here by that round from the Ninjas in Pyjamas. BLMF, MP9 in hand, is going to be walking up close here. Poison with a flashbang. Is he going to flash for his teammate in? No, it's just going to be a nade. Obo in the meantime finding Knock. That's an early picking. The youngest member of Complexity. He's going to be switching over to the AK-47 as Lekro finds Config.
Config picked off, and he had an absolute blinder of a game in the previous. And Miraji was just popping off. Huge issues caused for NIP by him, but Lekro on the backside is going to catch out Poison. Not really expecting him to be in that spot. Lekro with another. Twist taking down BlameF. It's all onto Obo again. He's got to have another heroic, and this has to be 5 kills picked up. Lekro spotted. Oh, that's a nice headshot. So quick on the trigger. It's going to be NIP with the first on the board.
There's a 5v3 in favor of Complexity. Obo got the first 2 opening kills, and then all of a sudden Lekro managed to sneak his way in from behind, and then a bomb side hole just gets completely squashed by an IP. And because of that second round, Complexity's money is completely in the bin. They do have a few upgraded pistols to work with, a few Deagles, a P250. A little bit of Kevlar being purchased. This is not going to be easy at all. A full buy for the Ninjas in Pyjamas. Lekro is off to a blinder of a start. 7 kills in 3 rounds. Definitely making up for a slightly sloppy showing on Mirage. Very uncharacteristic from the young Swedish star. With mistimed flash there, but it's alright. Don't find any CDs waiting for them. But that flash on hands of Config. He is trying to time it for his teammate to just push in pure in towards mid. Poison taking the fight, but the double P comes in and Nox going to win the duel for him.
BlameF inside of middle with the Deagle. Lekro has just left bit and dropped back over towards A, where the rest of his teammates are going to be charging up. It's Config. Yet to find a kill yet on Vertigo. Might just get his opportunity here from the backside. It's going to be the first headshot. Not picked off. Obo as well, finding a headshot on the Deagle. They'll hop up on top, but Config is delivering again. Klopsky hitting the deck this time. P250 kill for Rush, and that's all on Twist. A 1v4, and he's going to pick up the first 2.
No.
Going back up towards Config, was close to landing that one as well, but the bomb is in the middle of the site. The flank from BlameF coming through. Twist is still in a position to win this. He's going to look back down, and while BlameF walking around the corner, the knife pulled. And while Twist just was not ready for that, BlameF takes him down, and the pistols work out for Complexity.
That was... oh, that's got to be gutting for NIP. They win such a great round with the Deagles, and then Complexity answer back. If you can do it, we can do it better. Retrieve the 2 AK-47s, and with that, they're going to be very happy with this. Going to be coming in and Complexity winning around. They had no business winning. Again, Config and Obo coming up big. For NIP, once more, Deagles in hand. We've seen what they can do with the Deagles, so I'm not going to even say they are in a disadvantage. And they do have the hero AK-47 in the hands of Rez. Just equalizing the money out. Config, though, he's not going to lose those duels. Lekro finds himself without a head.
Complexity give themselves prime opportunity now to really get that money going. They can clean this round up. They'll be feeling very happy about themselves. NIP looking to do some Deagle damage. They're going to be going back over towards the B-bomb site. And while the AK is in the hands of Rez over here, it is Obo who is waiting for them on the other end. After recently played wooden plank, and it's Rez with the headshot. Wins the initial duel. Now an opening, but Config is here looking to patch up the hole, and that's exactly what he'll do. 2 picked up. Knock gets rid of him on the Deagle. Yes, an advantage for Complexity, but NIP getting a bomb plant, and now still a chance with the 2 picked up rifles. Twist is going to get aggressive, pulls the advantage back, but it's all on to Knock, thanks to Poison's trade.
Just have that AK-47 and is the player with the Kevlar as well. Helmet in hand. Poison with the Scout. Not the best of guns to go up against the AK-47. He's going to sweep switching over to the MP9. They know Nox nearby. They cleared everything out. They know his might be right around the corner here. They got to smoke him off, but he can just try. There's a gap. He doesn't spot the player around and checking together. They hear him, 21 HP. He might just get the kill here. He's going for the spray, but BlameF is there to save the day. They have the kit as well, and it's going to be, in the end, a pretty comfortable defuse coming in for Complexity to survive a scare. These rounds are coming down to the wire, Denko, and it's an expensive round for Complexity. They win it, but they lose 3 players.
NIP will be happy enough about getting the bomb plank, getting those few kills in, gives them some extra cash to play with coming into this round. It's going to be the AKs across the board. And the good thing about NIP is, yeah, they've got 2 very solid operas in the form of Twist and Knock, but the crazy part is, they can go for this full rifle setup. There's no weakness there. Every single player on this team is an amazing rifler. So they can just go for either setup when they can't afford the AWP. It doesn't really matter because they're so solid on the AWPs, on the AKs anyway. Twist, unfortunately, not getting involved early in this round. BlameF taking him down. A great opening for Complexity. And Config might just follow up on it. He's just about to round the corner. Flashbang in from his teammate. There's the kill onto Electro. Well played as Config falls back again. He's also got Rush behind him. And Rush will take that kill.
That was just lovely work from Complexity. Working in pairs, working in tandem. And NIP. It's still very early days, Dinko, but Complexity showing they definitely do have some fight in them on this map. People might be looking at the stats and wondering, I did mention this earlier on, they've only played this map twice, this lineup, but both the maps are against Astralis. And bear in mind, they did have one win. It was 16-12. It was on LAN. It was during the Blast Spring premiere, if I'm not mistaken. So they did have a win over one of the most dominant lineups ever in Counter-Strike Global Offensive as Config charges in. It's all on knock. The turret with the AK-47, 1v4, makes it a 1v2, but Poison, he doesn't miss those with a big green zoom banger. And a round will once again go to Wave Complexity. They again hemorrhage players, but as long as they're winning rounds, they're going to be happy with it.
Yeah, I think it's always difficult when you're playing against a team like NIP not to hemorrhage players. I think at this point they're just happy winning rounds because NIP coming into this, they've got so many individual players that are just sick at the game where it's going to be difficult to win every duel. So Complexity, as long as they're effectively traded and getting themselves with the advantages in towards the sites, they'll be very happy about just winning the rounds, and especially with NIP being favored here on Vertigo. Tactical timeout coming through. NIP, definitely not the start they were looking for. I think they had a great opportunity, actually, and were looking almost primed to go on a bit of a run here on the T side. But with Complexity winning that round, that crazy Deagle play, where Config doubles up, Oboe assisting him, that's put Complexity into the driver's seat for these last few rounds. And even in the gun rounds, NIP haven't really been able to do much. They're coming into it with another buy. It's going to be the AK and the Galil mix. And a good amount of utility here as well.
This is one setup you're not a big fan of, is it? The dual op setup on Vertigo CT side, Dinko. And we did see that it presented quite a few problems for some of the games we were casting yesterday. Oboe, lucky to stay alive there. 5 HP, he escapes. Config with the op though. Double peek might come. Oh no, he shoots the backpack. It's unfortunate, but he recovers in time. Flashbang comes out a little too late, but that's okay. Blame up with a quick trade. It's a 4v3.
I feel bad there for Config because he misses the first shot because he goes for the backpack. Then he tries to run away but runs into like the panels attached to the side of the wall, so it prevents him from falling away and allowing his teammate to bail him out there. So Config does get traded. At least he gets the one kill. It would have been horrible if he walked away with nothing. And even his teammate BlameF getting the kill through gives Complexity the advantage to play with into round number 7. And with 55 seconds left, NIP have got to really work their way into this round. Twist at the top of the ramp. Poison here is the utility being used up. He wants this kill. They're not looking his way. Missed shot though. You don't see that too often. And the spray is going to come through from Twist.
That's brutal indeed, Oboe. Oh, look at this play from Oboe. 5 HP. He goes proactive and catches knock on the look. And now NIP, 35 seconds on the clock. They will have to head towards that A bomb site. And there is a player waiting and lying in wait. That is Rush. Ooh, gets spotted out, which moves the nick of time. Saved by a millisecond as Plopsky is going to get the bomb down. Takes a bit of damage from the Molotov, but now it's a 2v3 bomb down.
Well, Plopsky is going to fall back towards short, but Twist on the ramp trying to find some damage, trying to find some impact, and he delivers. Rush gone. Now Plopsky swings. That's a great kill from short, leaving Oboe on his own. 5 HP, 1v1 left. 5 on both of these players. Plopsky swings, and he's the youngster that comes out on top. NIP winning that round, and they desperately needed this one.
5 HP. How close could that get? And that was such an important round for NIP to win, because look at the money for Complexity. Despite winning 3 in a row, they have nothing left in the bank, and they're going to go for the forced buy. No surprises, because NIP's money is not ideal either, but they do have the Mac in the hands of Twist, which could present quite a problem for these ecoing players. And it looks like it's going to be not really a fast play, taking a little slow. Well, that miss from Poison, that's something you don't see that often. Poison comes out on top. 3 HP, but it's done his job. That's the Macton taken out of the hands of Twist, and the man advantage early on, but immediately neutralized by Plopsky and Lekro.
Oh, nice shot. Rez taking down Poison. It's going to be a 4v2. NIP just sprinting up towards the A-bomb site now. Complexity's money problems will begin. You're going to be rotating over towards the A site. Obo and BlameF still trying to get involved, still trying to do as much damage as possible. NIP's economy is not in the greatest state either, so every kill that comes in here from Complexity is huge for them. Causes a rebuy in NIP, keeps them modest. It will be a kill through the smoke from Rez, and nothing coming in from Complexity. So NIP, they keep 4 players alive, that's going to be great for them. Bomb plant, round win. Complexity going into the eco in the next round. This is going to be kind of scary. We might actually just see a force buy from Complexity into this next round, actually. Rush is going to be very low on cash.
I think let's might go for the full eco. Let's see what they do, though. They have been a team who are content, not really trying to push matters early on at the risk of their bank. Yeah, I feel it should be an eco here.
Yeah, it should be the full eco.
Yeah, it should be the full eco. No purchases will be made apart from the deal in hands of BlameF. Should be just the 4 USBs. There we go. And for NIP, that is a good chance for them to just get to round number 4 at the very least, a little bit more comfortably. You know, keep their bank safe, their bank balance looking healthy in the green. It's gonna be a very, very close affair. And I'm glad it's that way. I don't want to see, you know, a complete stomp, considering how close these two teams look, at least on paper. They've opted to go for the B stack, and unfortunately for them, for Complexity, no one to be found. They slowly creep up towards that A bomb site. They're being very methodical, not taking any chances whatsoever, and I like this from NIP.
Just making sure they don't give anything up. It's going to be Utility being tossed in towards the site, but look at this. Complexity with 5 players over towards the A side of the map. This could be pretty scary for NIP. They could lose a few players here. Smokes up, Utility in. And now Complexity look to sprint on towards the site with the USPs, trying to get involved, trying to take down some of these Swedes. It's going to be not going to res though, cleaning up. None of these USPs finding anything. It's going to be BlameF on the T-goal, but there it is. The Glock cleaning up. It's 4 on the board for NIP. They only lose the 1 player, and they'll be happy enough with that round win. Yeah,
a very clean round. A very, very clean round indeed. And now we do have the guns coming out for the side of Complexity. No AWP for Poison. None of them had over $5,000, which is unfortunate for the young lad. But then again, he is very handy with whatever you hand over to him. The fact that a Galil and FAMAS is in play is a potential problem because you can clearly see not a single player has any helmet to speak of. This BlameF already getting dunked down to 45 HP. Nade doing quite a bit of damage, and it's a brilliant nade back into res. Exchange of utility. A little bit of war of attrition taking place. Still very early days. I personally feel like the new Vertigo hasn't really been played to its full potential yet. I still feel a lot of avenues available for the Ts and the CTs, especially with the heavy emphasis on mid. I still haven't seen too many Ts taking advantage of that yet.
Yeah, do you think it's mainly because it is so new and we're right into a tournament? A lot of people are just going with what they know from the other version and just kind of playing with the same fundamentals or the same foundations they built for themselves on it? Because they haven't really had too much time to explore, I'm sure.
True, and also the teams who probably have figured a map out quite well, they haven't really been tested by their opponents, right? Most of their opponents have faced off against other teams who are not opting to pick Vertigo. So if you're not being tested, there's no need to really go deep into strat book. So I feel like some of the teams who have done their homework probably haven't been tested enough. Great flashbang from BlameF, and Rush is going to get himself a free kill. And despite it not being great buy, it looks like Complexity just might win this one very convincingly. Rez and Knock left in 2v5. They are heading towards the A bomb side. That Smoke's going to be a tell, and Poison already just running around looking to prevent this push from coming in from Rez. Look at that peek from Poison, like a speed demon. And Knock 1v5. He finds one, 4 more to go, but time is not his friend. He's going to burn alive as well. The nade and a Molotov combo. It's going to find him, and Complexity, a much better round, 6-4, and they lose just 1 player.
Yeah, that's brilliant. That's exactly the kind of round of Complexity we'd want to see. Just Poison dying, and 2 for 1 as well. He had a good round coming through. He did his damage. And now NIP coming back into it with the buy again. The AK's utility, everything they want. Complexity looking to try and grab 7. Poison on the FAMAS. Weakness here for them. You've not really got your incredible upper on that weapon. So Rez looking up. That's a nice headshot. Vertically flicking up and taking Rush down. It's going to be a great opening for NIP to play with.
That's a big one. But again, Obo. He has been he's been a turret. He does look pretty tiny in real life compared to Blame F, but he's definitely a titan in his own right inside of the server. The responsibility to be bomb set all on his young shoulders, and of course config towards mid, just peeking, just shoulder peeking, trying to spot anyone pushing in, and that's gonna be the case. Lecro and Twist peeking together. A little bit of attack, a little scary there. Aim punch, always a problem when you don't have that helmet, and config just gonna smoke himself off, and Obo is gonna win the deal towards Rez. So this flank is coming in, this pincer is coming in, but they have to go in through the smoke, and Blame Ever reads it perfectly. Obo joining the party with another frag, and it's all a knock, and config from above. Confident play from him. And Complexity, despite losing the opening kill, they win it again without losing any more players.
Well, NIP going for a little half buy, a couple of pistols upgraded into the round. Utility is sparse, it is the 2 smokes and some Kevlar as they mostly run up towards B. But again, Obo. Oh, he nearly gets caught with a Molotov in his hand. He does, but only takes a little bit of damage, luckily. Let's get the kill on towards Rez, but Lecro immediately replies in towards middle. It's Config, who has been caught playing that aggressive position in towards mid very often, so and that's something you can exploit in a pistol round like that. You can just rush him down, catch him out of position with a nade in his hand, perhaps. Twist dropping Blame F, and this is just sheer pace from NIP that's allowing them to do so much damage. Lecro has got himself in towards the B side of things. Rush. Oh, he needed that kill, and he does get it. Was that a jumping shot coming through? Oppo as well, holding onto the B bomb site, and that's just chaos.
Absolutely intentional, of course. Jumps in the middle of the spray and catches the headshot in the middle of the air.
I mean, it is one way of making sure that you don't get killed, I suppose. I think they're talking about it right now. We can't actually see, but I hear chit chat, so I'm assuming that's what it would be, right?
Config is asking Lecro if he teleported straight outside because I think he moves so fast. But usually when you see the scroll bug happening, not a bug, but a scroll jump taking place, it's usually to the player jumping's detriment. But this time around, it does work in his favor. Twist, the moment he tries to put the bomb down, they know exactly when to pincer him. He's trapped on the side, flashbang to find himself his route of escape, but Poison, he's not going to miss those. And Complexity, again, despite, you know, losing a couple players early on, losing 1 or 2 players, they still manage to bounce back with these huge multi-kill rounds, especially from the likes of Obo, who's now sitting pretty on 14 frags in 12 rounds.
Obo has been showing up in this series. He can play well on Mirage, so it's good to see. Getting the numbers up. NIP coming into this with the 5 AKs. Obviously, last round was a little bit of a lower tier buy with just a little bit of utility purchase and some upgraded pistols. Nade stack is an artillery fire to try and prevent Knock from moving forward, but he wasn't around the corner at the time, so he doesn't take the damage. He wits out the utility. And now Complexity. Look at this mid stack from them.
Poison.
Oh.
That's such a high risk angle from Poison, and of course he's gonna hold it.
Yeah, of course, and of course it'll work as well. Nuts, so quick on the trigger, and I think that's crazy because they do leave Poison as the only player on the A bomb side, and that's the position he holds. They had the mid stack going on, and he's in that really high risk position with no backup whatsoever.
He does have Rush nearby to... Oh, they're going to be falling back now. I think they smell it. They sauce it with the utility being tossed in. Rush is nearby. Rush can actually aggress out. This is good from him. He's got the smoke. Blamef can walk on out as well. Ooh, that Molotov though. And Poison misses the flick. and Plopsky's there to strike. Now Rush has a lot of work to do, and it gets nothing done. Plopsky with a quick double. A bomb site, it just falls, but attack through the smoke. Electro getting on top, but he's going to burn alive. The flames prevents the bomb from getting planted, and knocks out reposition himself. And Config, genius work for Complexity. Just utility, making life miserable for NIP. 22 seconds, they need to get the bomb down here, Dinko.
Immediately, they call just to hide away. No one has to overextend. NIP are under so much pressure. Config being the bane of their existence. The tap comes in again. Config this time pulled into the open. Oboe is spotted. They have the info, but they still can't get the bomb planted. There it is. Complexity with 9. They stop it from happening. NIP just could not get that bomb down. And Complexity, they play that one to perfection.
That was genius. Brilliant Molotov. The second they know the plant's happening again, Config knows exactly where the plant's going to be coming towards. He just sprays through the smoke, gets the planter, and that was man disadvantage for Complexity. And again, they bounce back as we go into round number 14, the penultimate round of the first half. And what a game it's been for Blamef and his men. Definitely a very, very impressive showing so far on a map where NIP have looked so deadly so far.
Yeah, this is a great showing from Complexity. This is the best they've looked from what I've seen already. You know, in the first game they played, yeah, it was impressive. They definitely had some great rounds, but this is overall just a very solid performance. And while Oboe, he has been bad showing up as well. There we go, not picked off, looking for a little bit more. I think you've always just got to go for that spam sometimes, and while Config on the B-bomb site showing up with the ult, he's going to go back for more, but Twist finally overruns him. Now the pistols maybe potentially doing a little bit more damage here. Twist is on 2 HP. That nade should get him, but it doesn't. It bounces off the side of the map, and now Plopsky with 2 out of nowhere. NIP find the round win, and that is just unbelievable from Twist and Plopsky.
How's that gone wrong? I don't...
I think it's just a little bit of over-eagerness there from Complexity. They were too complacent. They thought they had won the round. Config was going to wild peaks after doing enough damage to think, all right, this round's won already. We've done the damage. We're up against pistols. But then as soon as you give NIP an inch, they'll take a mile. And there we go. Plopsky and Twist just walking away with all 5 kills.
I agree. I 100% agree with you. I think they got a little too overeager. And with that, look at the money. The rounds have been winning. Bear in mind, have been very, very, very narrow rounds. And Electro, ready for both. Finds Config and Blamef. That's massive. And Walden's going to be coming to the scaffolding area. That's mid almost taken over by the CTs. Oh, sorry, by the Ts. At least time being. And that has forced everyone to rotate away from A. Poison's having second thoughts about it. Plopsky finds Obo. One by one, they fall. And a little bit of a mistake there, Dinko, in the previous round. And Ninjas, they might find a round number 6 here. And this was looking so good for Complexity, mind you.
This could have been 11-4. That's
easily.
Yeah.
Yes.
Almost should have been 11-4 from Complexity, and they might just kick themselves about this. And we were just saying how disciplined they looked in the previous round and how that changed into the next. It's going to be 6 rounds in the board here for NIP. Poison, the last remaining player, will get 1 headshot, but answered back by Twist. What a half of CS we've had. NIP, a lifeline given to them in these last 2 rounds. We'll see if it's enough to let them pull the comeback and get a map under their belt. Join us after the break.
Until we're older, we couldn't care no more, not any longer. Under peach yellow skies, we keep on searching, but we won't ever know what we're after. You're mine, I wanna run away. We're never heading back until we're older. We couldn't care no more, not any longer. Under peach yellow skies, we keep on searching, but we will never know what we're after. I can't pretend to like you. I hope you feel the same. I take a chance and not lose. I can't pretend to like you. It's just I never thought you were sitting next to me. I don't understand. It's just I never seen you smile. You wanna make out, give me a second. It's just you never talk, I never listen. When do we fall in love? Make up your mind, honey, 'cause I can't pretend to like.
Welcome back to ESL 1 Road to Rio. It's Complexity versus NIP. 9-6 at the half. Complexity lead the way, but they could have done it by more. They'll be looking to try and rectify some of the issues towards the end of the first half here with the pistol win.
Indeed, I feel it should have been 10. You did mention the round number 14. That was around that NIP should not have won. And Complexity got really over-eager, spraying blindly through the smoke, desperate to try and find something instead of just playing the numbers, playing the fact that NIP were in an eco. But a Tech 9 as Deagles being quite deadly in the hand of the Ninjas in Pyjamas as Complexity slowly inching up towards A, and here they come exploding out. The Res spots him out. He's going to be calling for backup. Not sure if he spotted the C4 out though, but you can see rotation taking place. 2 Molotovs. And a lot of smokes. It's going to enable them to get the bomb down. This is pretty much what NIP tried as well, but they did get taken down. But Config, he's going to continue his reign of terror, but Res finally puts a stop to it. What? Okay, Rush just pushes into the smoke with a C4. And a C4 down. Poison's going to be caught out. And Res, he's missing nothing. Obo left alone. 1v4.
Well, Obo's going to find himself a headshot. Twist gone. And now Obo into the 1v3. Yeah, so much to do in this spot. Start working his way up. He's going to be rezzed with a headshot. Obo picked off, and NIP win the pistol. And Complexity, I'm getting a little bit scared for them now. You know, yeah, they're still in the lead. Yeah, you still feel okay for their chances here on Vertigo. But like we said towards the end of that first half, if it wasn't for a few of the issues, certainly could have been 11-4. Now they lose the pistol as well. NIP can just go on a bit of a tear.
I think it can definitely go on a tear. And this is a map that, at least from the few games I've watched, I've casted with the new changes, it does definitely seem to slightly favor the CD side a little bit more. And a team who are very well prepped in this, a team, you know, and it is NIP who have picked this map as well, and who have a very good win record on this map. They're going to be feeling very, very convincingly, you know, very, very comfortable on the CD side here. Win the pistol round, 6 rounds to defend. It's not too much, but if you win a pistol round and you survive the 2 anti-ecos, you're going to tie things up. And from then on, it should be pretty comfortable as long as they stick to their game plan. As, well, okay, Rez gets tagged down pretty badly by Poison, who is looking for more. He's peering out wide. He's got teammates as well, but Knock in this angle. They haven't spotted him out yet, but now they know where he's Poison. Look at this man. He doesn't care. He's pushing in as Blamef with a nade finally catches him. Obo strikes, and all of a sudden it's a 2v3. Twist and Rez kind of low in health. Looking a little dicey all of a sudden for NIP.
Well, Obo is going to start making his way forward. Well, in terms of the left, he gets a chance, but Twist will take him down. Now it's BlameF, alone in the world, 1v3. If Twist doesn't find that kill, yeah, that's when Complexity really do look like they're going to be taking this round, but Twist finds that important frag, and now with BlameF left alone in the world, it's probably not going to end too well for him. He'll just clear everything, making sure he doesn't get caught by any of the corners. If he can get a bomb plant, that would be absolutely perfect, but Popsky looking to try and deny even that. He goes up, Popsky drops, he runs towards him, round picked up by NIP. And when we take a look at the money from Complexity, it's not going to be good enough in this round either, so NIP will be evening the scoreline out.
Yeah, that's all they need. That is literally all they need. All they need to do right now. Latest one safe. They should be in the bag, and then it's all about stringing a few rounds together, ensuring the economy doesn't really spiral out of control. Start building a little bit of a bank, and NIP should still have this one in the bag. In fact, even if Complexity had got it 10 rounds or 11 rounds, I feel NIP would still have a very good fighting chance. Complexity just blocks all around, trying to go for the cheeky nade stack, but doesn't really catch res. This takes a little bit of damage, that's about it. And his nade, in turn, is gonna do quite a bit of damage alongside the bullets from his teammates. So this should be an easy round for NIP. I don't see the 5 blocks getting anything done, to be very honest.
Yeah, this should just be a clean pickup. Some extra cash in the bank here for Plopsky as they run in towards him. When I'm in these sort of scenarios, I absolutely love seeing Glocks run at me with an MP9, but unfortunately I'm going to run away from him. And this time over towards A, so Rez is going to get the opportunity to take them all down. He spots the feet, with the spray actually, and has to come back into position. Has the awareness that they are coming towards him. I really like the Complexity are still actually trying to win this round. They're not just full bum rushing straight towards the site and just getting it over and done with. They're actually playing well, waiting for mistakes, trying to get on towards the site, play for a pick. And I think this is the way every team should approach these kind of rounds, because you never know what can happen.
I agree with you, 100%. But this one really seems done. Okay, left res with a nice little 4K. Yeah, a little bit of an eco bashing coming in. The buy will come in for Complexity though. 9-all. Now, they don't play this map that often. They've only played it twice. One of which recently was in the Road to Rio against Astralis, like I pointed out a while back. Dinko, and they lost 16-4. Again, it is against Astralis, right? But they have had a little bit of success in the past in this map. They seem to know what to do, especially in the CD side. So I'm just hoping that they have a few protocols in place. The fact that it allowed this map through at least means to me that they have some tricks, some ideas up their sleeves as to how to approach this T-side. Because the way the T-side plays out, it's much more different than how it was earlier. Mid-control becomes a much more crucial for the T-side, but that also means that the CTs, the defense gets spread quite thin. The CTs, like you mentioned earlier, when you're casting some of the CIS games, you mentioned how the CTs now need to gamble on whether they want to go for the A stack, the B stack, how many players do they keep towards mid. It ensures that, these bomb sites aren't as stacked as they earlier used to be, as Knock with a Deagle finds Poison. That's nice aggression there. Re-aggression rather from the CTs, and Twist waiting right underneath. This could be a problem, and he's gonna find the kill, looking for the second, but Rush will strike. Not able to get more though, but Plopsky flying back, and Blame Method is 3 transfer. Not good enough, leaving Obo with the C4 alone on the B bomb site. Earlier he was a defender, but now he is on the T side, trying to get the bomb down. 3 players does a bit of damage, but not quite enough. Lekro and Knock will team up together, take him down. 10-9. NIP now back in the lead.
Yeah, and it's been a long grind back in. Complexity has felt like forever since they won a round, and at a certain point it was looking hella convincing for Complexity. NIP just dominating in that front now. I think that's 6 in a row, so Complexity really struggling at this point. They're going to have pistols in play. Tech 9s, Deagles. The troubles continue. NIP looking to try and take 11. They have everything they could possibly want to do that. Maybe minus the ult, but they don't really have to invest in it in this kind of round. So, NIP setting up. It's Rez close, playing inside of this sort of the close crane area, and also up towards short, just changing it up every now and then. Well, they have stacked an extra player over here on this A-bomb site, NIP. Complexity with every single player on this A ramp, trying to just find some success up here. But it's not going to be easy with NIP, again, having so many players all over here. They have rotated even more over towards this side of the map. Every player, in fact, going closer towards the A-bomb site. So this is not going to be easy for Complexity by any means.
Oh, of course not. And the 2 Malt is going to be handy, though. That's going to push back Rez for now. That's a chunky nade. Obo down to 49. Molotovs will be deployed, and that's going to force Rez back a bit, but it does not fall all the way back. Smoke. Blooming. Vision obscured. The second one bloom as well. A little bit of a wall there. Twist and Rez now. Rez just lying in wait. He hasn't sprayed yet. Now he's going to try and line it up. They know where he is. In the smoke. Molotov to delay the bomb plant. And the smoke dissipating. Here is Poison. Just a battle through the smokes. And the bomb will go down right before the smoke dissipates. And Blamemuff makes his escape, albeit on 22 points of health.
Yeah, Poison looking for the shots. He will come back in and hide. Config's trying to make his way back up on towards the site. We'll look for the kills on the Deagle. There's a chance up towards Lecro. The headshot coming in. Now Twist tapping the bomb, trying to pull himself into the open. Defuse coming through. It's being stuck by NIP. Obo looks back, but it's Rez with a double. It'll be 11 on the board now for NIP. And Rez again, 4K against the Pistols. This time a little bit more bolstered with utility and the Kevlar. But NIP clearly showing up and feeling more comfortable on the CT side. I'm starting to see... in the future, I'm seeing a third map blur. I'm starting to see it come in.
Oh, definitely. I can smell it from a mile away. And that does happen. I do believe it is going to be on train. Unless I'm very much mistaken here. That should definitely be a cool game, a good game of Counter-Strike as well. But it's still not over yet. It's not over till it's over.
You're confirmed. Just to confirm, it is train, by the way. So that is going to be a fun one if we have to go there. Plonsky up on top of the stairs outside of the B-bomb site. I'm going to try and play with the real line. I think he heard the sound of Obo there. So he should be aware there is a player just at the bottom of B. Just waiting on the bottom of the stairs. Not giving anything up just yet, though. Lecro, elevated. Just playing on the ledge here. This might be a little bit of an off-putting angle for Rush to deal with, but Team Flash, oh my god, this is good from Twist. He helps Lecro, gets the double, Rush and Config both falling, and that's the perfect start for NIP.
They're starting to slowly build up confidence and look very good. Money's really starting to push it under control as well. Some of the rounds are winning, it's just very, very convincing. And now Poison with the op, tasked with finding the opening kill. Double scoped in, oh, and knock, what a peek! Obi replies back, but he's been tagged down pretty badly. Molotov going to keep them at bay. To C4 has been spotted. Oh no, the smoke! The smoke through the gap. Oh,
that's a nightmare,
no.
isn't it?
Oh, no.
Complexity. Well said that one. You know, have you ever seen Harry Potter, Blood?
Yeah.
So you know when Dumbledore kind of like pulls the thoughts out of his brain? That's what Complexity want to do with that round. That is just one they'll forget forever.
I'd like to do that to a few memories of mine. But yeah, that's just unfortunate. But I mean, I don't really see them having taken that round. It was a 2v4 bomb drop. They knew exactly what they were coming towards, but you hate to see it. 12-9. Tactical time are getting called by Complexity. They need to stop this this streak that NIP are on currently. They have won all 6 rounds on the CT side so far, and if you include the final 2 rounds in the first half, that's 8 rounds in a row, Dinko. That's not a pretty picture if you're a Complexity fan.
No, and the thing is, Complexity, in the round that they lost, that started this comeback from NIP, they were up against Pistols. It was a 2v4, or 2v5 maybe even at that point. So NIP just, out of nowhere, just pulled it off, and since then, haven't lost a single round. So, yeah, this is heartbreaking for Complexity. Rez with the AK. Moving forward on the left side of the smoke. As a nade at the ready, it's going to go diving in towards Poison, but it doesn't do any damage. Nades and CSGO. Oh,
It is quite a meme. Oh,
okay. That's what we want to see. Just the Pistols coming out of nowhere. Complexity. They might just do exactly what NIP did to them. Win on the Pistols, and then get a chance at potentially pulling this back.
This is, it's not ideal, but I don't think Nip's going to be too worried about this, right? It's a 2v4. They're probably fancying the chances. And the reason they're going for this is the money is ridiculous in 4 of the players for NIP. 13,000 in res, an average about 7,000 to 8,000 in 3 of the other players. And, well, with that kill, this whatever hope they had has dissipated, has vaporized into the atmosphere. And a great round indeed. They will salvage... Oh, just pick up a couple of guns, but that's okay. That's a huge win for Complexity. And they finally stop the streak. They get the first round on board on the T side off the back of just a Deagle buys. Once again showing NIP that they're not the only team who are good with the pistols. And there was a little bit of a Hail Mary play as well. They just rushed up through the smoke, flashed away. Great flashbangs though. And NIP, that aggressive stance from them towards the ramp area, getting neutralized, not expecting all this Tech 9 Deagles pushing out so very quickly. Again, Rush. Pushed up very quickly. Spots out res. And that's the aggression stopped in its tracks real quickly. Lecro still holding the line of smoke to try and find something. He is very brave. Not expecting Rush to push up so quickly, which is very curious indeed. I mean, his name is Rush after all. And just like that, it's well, it's a 2v5, favoring Complexity.
Yeah, well, Knock is going to start fighting back. At least the clean sheet stopped. Rush this time falling victim. Tick sound made by Knock, who's trying to run back, and Poison nearly getting the wall bang. Well, attempting it at least. And now the push coming through from Complexity on towards the B-bomb side. Twist on a little bit of a flank. Got a bit of an excursion through T-spawn, but Poison can evade him. Now, on the older version of Vertigo, Poison would have been dead, because there's obviously no longer, you know, there wasn't an access point via that new connector room. So, nice little note to make there. Poison can get back without sacrificing himself through T-spawn, and that means that Twist doesn't get any reward, having to save his M4 into the next round, alongside the open hands of Knock. So, 13-10 is not going to be the scoreline. It's 12-11. NIP will not be so happy about that, because Complexity have done exactly what NIP did. Win a pistol round that they shouldn't have, and then started their comeback.
Any comeback. Quite good indeed. But the good thing going for NIP at the moment is just the fact that money is still very, very solid, right? They still have a lot of cash in the bag. 8K in res, 5,700 on Twist and Knock, who have already saved their weapons. And of course, Lekro can buy for himself, and Popsky will be dropped. So yeah, they can eke out a very, very comfortable buy. In fact, they should still have a little bit more extra money in the bank in case they do have to go into yet another buy. But Complexity, they are not quite done yet. And this is pretty much almost a mirror image of what we witnessed on Mirage, where it looked like NIP were going to run away with it, and Complexity with a couple of miracle rounds, and there you have it. Just come back and win the and win the map.
Do or die time for the economy of NIP. Purchase coming into it, everything is on the line. Complexity with the flashbang towards middle. Config and Rush going forward. In a few previous rounds, NIP were able to shut this down. Twist was assisting Lekro in doing so. Lekro playing more passively now, further back towards elevator room. Molotov comes in and prevents Rush from moving forward. Now they kind of held up, but Plopsky's ready for this boost. They know that the Molotov might just force them into that decision. And Plopsky was ready to do the damage, and he does so, but no kill coming through. Config just slapped on the wrist and forced back. And well, Complexity will be happy enough, and kind of lucky actually, that they keep that player alive. They can try and reposition. Oboe tasked with just holding on towards lower bomb site, towards B. And will Poison, is going to be there as well. Now they can start to move forward. B is in their targets play.
Plopsky. Making contact, spots a player that immediately draws to the rotation in the form of Lekro. 28 seconds, there's no time, they have to go for this, and Oboe burning alive, playing a very dangerous game of the floor is lava, and Plopsky just spraying through the smoke, trying to find something. Can he spot Config? No, he can't. Config at 8 HP, they're taking a lot of damage, and Plopsky spots out Rush at the edge, and Lekro teaming up with Plopsky to just destroy everyone. And still notice another player there, and Plopsky is not stopping anytime soon. It's on Flame F in a 1v3. He should fall on back. 2 seconds. He can't win this one. And Ninjas in Pyjamas, they hold on to the B bomb site. Complexity taking quite a while and telegraphing they were heading towards B, and then just one smoke, just playing spoil sport. And great utility usage from NIP. Complexity took a little too long. They weren't able to really draw the utility from NIP. And when they had 30 seconds, like, I think a couple of Molotovs of smoke, that's all they needed to do. They had to push through it, and by the time they made contact, 2 of the players were already red in health. And Ninjas, they grinded out. Get another round on board for the Swedes, 13-11. It's still very, very close, Dinka.
And it's getting closer because now NIP, they survived the scare of the economic crash, and we're back into a closer threat towards the end, the late stages of Vertigo. Well, NIP forces to a third map. They're certainly in the driver's seat at the minute in terms of score, but Complexity could wrestle them away. They have got the players to do it. I think Flame F and Rush would be enough. Rez just setting up on the short shelf. Config just walking up towards the sandbags, wanting to take a little bit of a peek down in towards Lekro. He's going to lose that battle. Lekro's had Config's number quite a few times in this game. He's going to smoke himself off and get out of the flaming inferno behind those sandbags. And now NIP fall back with the advantage. If they could just play retake, they don't even have to do anything here, Blood.
Oh, they don't. I mean, that's brilliant.
Now they do.
That is perfect.
Oh, well, Complexity are going to be struggling a little bit, but BlimmF is going to find a headshot back on Res, but that nade stack, yeah, that is putting NIP into an even better position. Complexity are starting to really feel the pressure now in this round, I'm sure. Back of utility left, they're going to have to rely on whatever they've tossed already.
Pretty grim. Obo and Poison, two youngsters on the Complexity side left to pull something off. Obo taps the bomb, tries to bait out something. Ops is singing simultaneously, and Obo's trapped in the middle.
Oh, wow.
And it was like he's caught in a trifecta of doom and death. 14-11 NIP. They haven't already broken the money. Complexity can't buy, although Rush and Obo are a little bit low on cash. I might see a timeout. There we go. Timeout getting called by Complexity, just to talk things through. I'm expecting a... I expect to buy. I expect to buy from the T's. I can't allow NIP to just kind of run away with this, and if they win this one...
Yeah. I think if you've got enough to purchase into this round, you can't just decide to play for overtime. I think you've just got to go for the win here. And Complexity, they got absolutely destroyed in that last round. Just completely shut out. There was no chance for them to get anything done. NIP pick off that initial kill, their nade usage, stopping the player jumping up on the ramp. Yeah, BlimmF gets one kill, but it's the only kill found, and then Complexity are kind of caught in limbo whether or not to commit yet to the bomb site. And like NIP, when they eventually have to hold on to the site, they do it so well and shut down everybody in Complexity. 14-11, looking good for NIP. Complexity do invest into this round.
Pretty big gamble. Just a little bit of like residual cash as well, so even if they do lose this, they can still eke out a half decent buy. So this makes sense. I mean, might as well go for it. If we're gonna go out, God, guns are blazing, as they like to say. Obo's been a beast so far in this match. 22 kills for the man. Unfortunately, the rest of his team not quite on at his level. Everyone's like sitting around a 14-15 mark, including Poison and Config, who are just stars in that Mirage side. And for NIP, Rez, Twist, and Lekro all showing up. Swedes showing why they are a force to be reckoned with on this map. Slowly but surely, Complexity inched away towards the A bomb site. The CTs are lying in wait. You can see even the Twist starting to slowly gravitate towards A. They just could be walking to a slaughter here, Dinka.
I'm starting to see a pretty similar round probably play through here in my head as the previous one. And well, Complexity. Here they go. It's do or die time. Time to shine. As they run into the site, Lekro's going to start tapping through the smoke, attempting to drop a few of the players moving forward. But I think this is not going to go even worse. It's going to be the bomb hitting the deck. Lekro spraying on through. Rez will pick up one. Config coming back in, finding the frag himself. And it's NIP who have the advantage on the whole. The bomb is in the middle of the open. The lineup. Lekro doing everything from that one position. Plopsky seals the deal. 15-11. Map point for NIP. But what the hell was that from Lekro?
He didn't move. He did not move. He knew the smoke was there. He just goes to the taps, the burst, the sprays, every variation of firing an automatic rifle. And in the end, he just sprays everyone down. He just gets 2 kills, but he did so much damage in the first 2 players as well. Lekro, he knows his angles. He knows his map. Smoke or not, he doesn't care. He's got inbuilt wall hacks in his brain. 15-11 NIP. They make it convincing. In Complexity, yes, they had the residual cash to eke out another buy. But early in the round, a knock is going to strike again. 4 more kills to find for NIP, and 4 more for Complexity to bring this one back.
Twist gets back. He gets further and safe behind the wall. It's going to be Knock peeking into the open. Rush picked off. It's starting to just fall to pieces here for Complexity. Config is going to move up, trying to catch them in towards CT spawn. He will find the headshot on towards Knock, but the second offer's here as well. Config drops him, and now it's a 3v3, a real chance for Complexity. Config doing everything. 3 picked up, BlimmF will fall, so Config and Obo with it all left to do. And now it's only Obo. 1v2 over on the B bomb site. The bomb not in his possession. Plopsky currently the man guarding it. Obo Might just get the opportunity to get the drop on him. Oh no, that's his
Oh, no.
opportunity gone. Oh, Obo, that is just unlucky. Balti's going to hide behind the smoke, and Rez is ready for him. 16 to 11, NIP will take Vertigo and force us to a third map.